So make sure you love yourself, look after yourself, because RuPaul said if you can't love yourself, how the hell do you want to love somebody else? And it's very, very true. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivett. I mainly make fitness related videos. So today's video is going to be about the connection between self-esteem and your fitness. So if you're interested in finding out what these connections are, then please make sure that you keep on watching. Yeah, there's a lot of studies shown that there is a very strong connection between your mental health and your physical. So you must realize, if you ever been in a gym or done any exercise there, as soon as you start going to the gym or doing any type of exercise or workouts, that you starting to feel better, and then it's been proven that obviously when you start doing your workouts, then your body produces all the hormones and endorphins. Another study shown that mental health is getting worse year by year. So there's more people getting actual depression, anxiety and things like that. Yes, if you're not sure what self-esteem means, it's basically a word which like kind of collects your physical, your mental, your emotional and your social judgment of yourself. So a lot of times people very low on self-esteem and they don't really realize. So it's very, very easy example when you're in a relationship with someone and then you're constantly jealous because you think they're gonna do something, but it's a lot of times like your self-esteem is really low, so you don't actually believe that you deserve that person or you're good enough for that person. Let's go through what are the signs of having a low self-esteem. Okay, so the very first one is your negative talk to yourself. So I find that sometimes I am doing it to myself. When you trying to do something and then you kind of have a thing, oh I know I can't do that, and then you rather not doing it, so that's like kind of brings your self-esteem lower and lower and lower and lower and every time. So make sure that you trying to, if you said something that you're going to do something, then try to stick to it, and then if you haven't done it, it's nothing wrong with it. So for example, if you said, oh yeah, today I'm gonna go to the gym, and then for some reason you didn't, there is nothing wrong with not doing that. So just start to think about it as a positive, or like look at it the positive way, or look at the positive side of it, that you haven't gone to the gym and that it's just going to be a rest day. Like try not to look at it like, oh my god, I haven't gone to the gym and now I feel horrible about it. Okay, second one is comparing yourself to someone else, the body types. Like that's why everyone is so messed up mentally, because we are comparing ourselves all the time to celebrities at the telly. Obviously, like I was talking to you about how social media kind of messes everyone up. So there is a video we made with one of my friends. So I'm gonna link that down below and you can have a look if you're interested. But basically, like Love Island, for example, that they have all these younger 20 years olds, and then if you're a bit older or like you just don't have that body type, like you're gonna constantly think that you have to be that way just because media painted that as a perfect body, and it's not. Like they have, maybe like from the outside they look really good, but then how do you know, like maybe rotten inside because their personality is disgusting. Like you don't compare to yourself. They're just different, they have different beauty in them, and then you have different beauty in yourself. Another one, very easy to do, especially today's day, that concentrating on negatives. So try not to concentrate on the negatives. As I said in the first one, that if you negative self-talk to yourself, it's like obviously concentrating on the negative. So try to concentrate only on the positive side of everything. In every bad situation there is a good side, there's a reason. They always say everything happens for a reason, and it's very true. You're going to learn from it, you're going to, maybe just didn't, it's not meant to happen. So I don't know, like you're supposed to go somewhere and then you couldn't go somewhere for some reason. Like maybe there's a reason why you couldn't. Maybe like you would have an accident or something would happen to you. Or like sometimes, yeah, it's just a good thing maybe that it didn't happen. And or if you want something so much, say like you want to buy a house, for example, and then you can't buy a house because I don't know, this year you don't have the money. it might be a reason, maybe like the house you would buy this year is not that great, and then next year you find so much better one. So just try to stay positive about everything, because it's concentrating on the negative in your body, like obviously because we're talking about self-esteem, like you look in the mirror, if you only concentrate on the bad things, you're just gonna be so miserable, and then your life is gonna be horrible. Just go to the mirror and then find the good parts on your body, find the ones with the parts you like and adore those parts, because that's what gonna make your self-esteem grow, and then just gets you a bit better. And the last one is kind of similar to the one I just talked about, that people are, obviously the last sign is people are ignoring positivity. So if someone say a positive comment to them, that's a very typical women thing. So say a man complimenting you that, oh my god, your hair looks beautiful, and then you don't listen to it, you just kind of block it out, and then you don't realize that you are actually getting all these compliments, but because you're not concentrating on the positive, you always going to feel miserable and horrible. So please make sure you concentrate on the positive, don't negative talk to yourself, and yeah, just try to change the mindset. That's the main thing with self-esteem. Let's now talk about the strategies you can do to change that. Here, number one is, as we talked about, not talk to yourself down. So you have to have a positive self-talk. So as I said earlier, just go to the mirror and then tell yourself all the good parts you have on you, or if you have a bad day, like, I don't know, you have like a list what you're supposed to do and then you couldn't do it for some reason, then it's fine. Like, nothing's gonna happen if you're not doing it, you know, like life is still gonna carry on. There's other days when you can do it, you know, so do not talk yourself down. Next one is kind of connected to the one I was talking about now. So only focus on the things you can control. So it's very easy to forget that certain things are really out of your control. So it doesn't matter what you do, they're just not going to happen. So yeah, concentrate on the things you can change. So if you don't like something about yourself, then you can change it. So if it's something to do with your body, you can go to the gym, you can exercise. So just maybe concentrate on those things. Don't concentrate on what other people do, because that's something you can't, or how other people think about you, for example. You can't really change that. I mean, inside you can. So if like your personality is, or like you act in a certain way to people, then maybe you can change your behavior a little bit. But yeah, don't concentrate on other people, just what you can actually focus on and change yourself. Surround yourself with positive people. So I got this from friends before, that because I'm only having positive friends, that's not a good thing, because yeah, I'm a bad person because I'm just choosing positive people around me. But I do really believe that we only have one life. And you do whatever you want in your life, and I'm not trying to be horrible with all these negative people that I don't want them in my life, but seriously, like, they're going to bring you down. If you already have a personality, so like I know myself, like my personality is I'm very overthinking everything. I can get depressed so easily. I do care too much of what people think sometimes. And I am actually myself in the learning curve of that, like try not to care what people think. And this is why I'm doing YouTube, because I just don't want to care. Like, it's my life, I do whatever I want in my life. Like, they're not gonna matter in a couple of years or weeks or days or hours or whatever, you know. So try not to be around negative people, because they're going to constantly be in your head and then complain about things and then put in a negative perspective into your face. So like, I have a very good example. So if you just want to get to the point, then you need to skip to this time I'm gonna put down. But basically, I had a friend who had a very cheater, kind of abusing boyfriend, and because she had that mindset already in her head that the boy's doing this and this and this and this, and then I was there trying to help her, and every time my boyfriend was like not picking up the phone or something, that she straight away like, oh, he's cheating on you. And then because she was keep telling me that he's doing something bad, like I started to believe it, but I actually trusted my boyfriend you know, but like because she was constantly telling me that you must do this, you must do that, because her boyfriend does it, and maybe her boyfriend wasn't doing it either, but because her personality was so low, and there's so low self-esteem, she was constantly like thinking about the negative stuff. And then when you hear that 24/7, that some friends telling you that all these negative things, you're gonna start to think that way. So that's why it's very important to have positive friends, because all they're gonna do is make you laugh. You're gonna have a fun time, and then if you're down, they're gonna bring you up. You're not gonna think about your problems and your low self-esteem, and then they're just gonna make you feel so much better. Okay, so when we've got the next one, which is obviously, I tell you every time that if you have a low self-esteem, you can change that while doing exercise. So I have a lot of times when I can't be bothered to go to the gym, and I told you that before in like other videos, that if I have a plan, so say I want to go down today and I want to work out, and then I feel down, I just wake up feeling down. A lot of times I think, oh, I can't be bothered to go, but I make myself go, and then I know if I don't, I'm gonna feel super bad, like self-esteem is lamb down on the bottom. Just force yourself out of the door, and then it's not hard to be in the gym, it's just hard to leave your house. So if you go to exercise and you start exercising, you have the hormones coming around and everything, and obviously you start losing water, then you start losing weight, and then you're gonna feel better in yourself. So that's one very good tip, that you start doing any sort of exercise. Next one is you can track your goals. So like it kind of can help, again, like you get this positive feeling if you've done something. So if you have a list what you need to do and then you just stick it, which I do a lot, it's just gonna make you feel better about yourself that you've done it. You know, you really good at like doing whatever you're supposed to do. Make sure you track your progress. If you start going to the gym, track it, write it down, what have you done in a day. You can write your weight down, the time or anything, and then you can compare the next time. You can kind of beat yourself. So it's a really good like way to kind of do little challenges with yourself. I do it a lot, and then it kind of makes me feel really good. And then the last one is you celebrate yourself. So don't force things. If you've done it, celebrate it. Give yourself a reward. Like we never really do that. Like just buy a dress when you lose weight, you know, because you deserve that. Like you work so hard for it. So make sure you always kind of reward yourself, you know, like you do deserve it. We very easily like underestimate ourselves, and then you give so much to other people but you don't actually give stuff to yourself. So make sure you love yourself, look after yourself, because RuPaul said if you can't love yourself, how the hell do you want to love somebody else? And it's very true. So yeah, I think that's it from me for today. So this was all like the tips I can give you for self-esteem. And yeah, if you have any tips for me, make sure you give it down in the comments. If there's anything I can improve on my videos, anything you want me to do, then yeah, definitely make sure you leave it down. If you're new, make sure you subscribe if you want to. And then yeah, I think I'm out. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!